Hi there, friends. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wished you could turn back the clock just a little? Not to be 25 again? No, but to feel that steady energy, that spring in your step, that glow you remember from years ago? Well, what if I told you there's a way to do exactly that? And it starts right here in your kitchen. Today, we're talking about the top 5 anti-aging foods you should eat daily after 60, backed by doctors, science, and real people just like you. These aren't weird superfoods you've never heard of. They're simple, delicious, and probably already sitting in your pantry. Let's dive into the first 2, because trust me, once you hear about their power, you'll want to sprinkle them into every meal. First up, berries. Now, I'm not just talking about tossing a few into your cereal. These little gems are like nature's reset button for your cells. Think of them as tiny bodyguards fighting off the wear and tear of aging. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. They're all packed with antioxidants called polyphenols. And here's why that matters. As we age, our cells face something called oxidative stress. It's like rust building up inside us. Berries scrub that rust away, protecting your heart, your brain, even your skin. Take my neighbor Helen, who's 68 and runs her own flower shop. She started adding a handful of frozen blueberries to her morning oatmeal after her doctor warned her about inflammation. Within weeks, her stiff joints felt smoother, and she told me, "I swear I'm thinking clearer too." Science backs her up. Studies show berries can improve memory and even lower blood pressure. And the best part? You don't need a fancy recipe. Blend them into a smoothie, stir them into yogurt, or just eat them by the handful. Now, let's talk about nuts. And no, I don't mean the salted, honey-roasted kind hiding in your snack drawer. I'm talking raw or lightly toasted almonds, walnuts, pecans. These are your secret weapons for staying sharp and strong. Why? They're loaded with omega-3s, the same healthy fats found in fish, which are like brain fertilizer, but they also have magnesium for your muscles and vitamin E for your skin. My friend Frank, who's 72 and still teaches woodworking classes, swears by his daily nut hack. Every afternoon, he eats a small handful of walnuts with a square of dark chocolate. He calls it his brain booster snack, and his students can't keep up with his ideas. Doctors love nuts too because they fight inflammation, which is linked to everything from arthritis to heart disease. Just a small handful a day, that's all it takes. So, berries and nuts. Simple, right? But here's the key. Consistency. It's not about a single miracle meal. It's about weaving these foods into your daily rhythm. And guess what? The next 3 foods on our list are just as easy, and even more surprising. And if you're thinking, okay, but what's next? Don't worry, we're just getting started. In the next part, we'll uncover 2 more foods that'll make you say, "Really? That's anti-aging?" Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Now, let's get into 2 more foods that might surprise you. These aren't just good for you, they're like a tune-up for your body, helping you feel stronger, sharper, and more vibrant with every bite. And the best part? You don't need to overhaul your diet. Just a little sprinkle here, small swap there, and you're golden. First up, leafy greens. I know. Eat your greens sounds like something your mother said 50 years ago. But hear me out. Spinach, kale, arugula, these aren't just side dishes. They're age-defying powerhouses. Why? 2 words, vitamin K. This unsung hero keeps your bones dense, your arteries flexible, and your brain firing on all cylinders. And let's not forget folate. which fights fatigue and keeps your mood steady. Take Martha, a 67-year-old retired librarian who started adding a handful of baby spinach to her morning scrambled eggs. She told me, "I thought greens were for rabbits, but now I'm gardening again, and my knees don't crease like they used to." Her secret? She blends spinach into smoothies too. You can't even taste it. And tosses arugula into her soups. The goal isn't to eat a mountain of kale every day, just a cup or two, raw or cooked, and your body will thank you. Now, let's talk about something you might not expect. Fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, sardines. These aren't just good for the heart. They're brain food. The omega-3s in fish are like oil for rusty hinges, keeping your mind sharp and your joints moving smoothly. And here's the kicker. Studies show they can even slow down cellular aging by protecting your DNA. My buddy Carl, who's 71 and still hikes every weekend, started eating salmon twice a week after his doctor warned him about arthritis. He grills it with lemon and garlic or tosses canned sardines into pasta. "I feel like I've got my old knees back," he laughs. And if you're worried about mercury, small fish like sardines and anchovies are low risk and budget friendly. Don't like fish? Flax seeds and walnuts are great backups. But trust me, give sardines on toast a try. You might surprise yourself. Now, before we move on, I want to pause and say, if you're feeling overwhelmed, start with one of these foods this week. Maybe swap your afternoon chips for a handful of walnuts or add spinach to your eggs like Martha. Small steps, big results. And if you've already tried greens or fish, tell us in the comments, what's your go-to recipe? Your idea might be the nudge someone else needs to take that first step. In the next part, we'll reveal the final food on our list, the one doctors call the ultimate age-proof spice, and how to make these 5 foods work together like a symphony for your health. Until then, remember, every bite is a chance to choose vitality. Let's make them count. All right, friends, we've saved the best for last, and I promise this one will make you rethink your spice rack. Imagine a food so powerful, doctors call it nature's anti-inflammatory, and it's probably already sitting in your kitchen. Let's talk about turmeric. Yes, that bright yellow powder your grandma used in soups. Turmeric's secret weapon is curcumin, a compound that fights inflammation like a superhero. Chronic inflammation is behind so many age-related issues. Aching joints, foggy thinking, even heart trouble. But a pinch of turmeric daily? It's like sending in a cleanup crew to soothe your cells. Take my Aunt Rosa, who's 76 and still teaches Zumba. She mixes a teaspoon of turmeric into her morning oatmeal or smoothie and says, "It's not magic, it's science. My knees don't scream at me after class anymore." Pro tip. Pair it with black pepper, like in golden milk lattes, to boost absorption. You don't need fancy pills, just sprinkle it on roasted veggies, stir it into soups, or even blend it into salad dressings. Now, let's tie it all together. We've covered berries, nuts, greens, fatty fish, and turmeric. But here's the real magic: combining them. Think of these foods as a team. Each one plays a role, and together they're unstoppable. A day on your plate might look like this: spinach omelets with turmeric for breakfast, a walnut berry salad for lunch, grilled salmon at dinner. Simple? Yes. Boring? Never. But here's what matters most. You don't have to be perfect. Miss a day? No guilt. Forgot the fish? Try flax seeds tomorrow. This isn't a diet. It's a lifestyle, and it's all about progress, not pressure. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 foods excites you most? Will you try golden milk, or maybe sneak spinach into a smoothie? Drop a comment below. Your journey could inspire someone else to start theirs. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to Ageless Momentum. We're all about making aging a celebration, not a challenge. Together, let's prove that life after 60 isn't about slowing down. It's about shining brighter. Thank you for being here, friends. Remember, every meal is a chance to nourish the amazing life you've built. Now go grab a berry, sprinkle some turmeric, and toast to your health. You've earned it.